looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. There's a lot in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then love in life will guide you. I know that life outside is so hard. There's a lot of things that can tear you apart. I know the road sometimes feel lonely, but remember you're not the one and only. There's always someone there to help you, a helping hand to pull you through. There's only one thing you should do: take my hand and join the Love and Life crew. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then that love and life guide you.
Good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and welcome to tonight's live stream. Now, before we get on to the subject of tonight's live stream, there are a few little admin things I just want to put out there. Firstly, please, guys, hold in your prayers and thoughts Charlotte, who's apparently going to be going in for a major operation, and also for Liz Austin's husband, who is unwell. So please hold those close family members of Loving Life in your prayers and thoughts. Now, tomorrow night, I'm going to be having Dr. Peter McCulloch on. He's the very famous doctor who's been outspoken about what's been going on over the last 30 months. And also Susan Vosloo, who's obviously a top doctor here in South Africa. And there will be a surprise guest. So don't miss tomorrow night's live stream. It's going to be very, very interesting. And some good news is that next week, the Truth Channel, the YouTube channel, the main YouTube channel we use, will be live again, because we're going to be able to get out of that naughty box that YouTube keep on putting us in. Yeah, well, I'm not going to go any further with that, but you know how I feel about it. Now, guys, what I want to start off tonight with is a couple of short video clips which will put in perspective what we're talking about tonight, which is farm attacks and farm murders, and the campaign that Petrus Sitho has been on for the last few years. And he's been pretty relentless. I've got to give this guy his due. He's been pretty relentless, and he is getting the message out there. Let's have a look at this first video clip.
In die huidige oorlog in Irak is daar in 'n tydperk van 6 jaar 110.600 mense doodgemaak.
In dieselfde tydperk van 6 jaar is daar 129.833 mense in Suid-Afrika vermoor.
Moord, misdaad en geweld dreig die lewens van elke Suid-Afrikaner, ongeag hulle kleur of kultuur. Ons almal wil in die land bly, maar as ons nie opstaan en saam staan vir ons menseregte as Suid-Afrikaanse burgers nie, gaan niemand dit doen nie.
Staan op, staan saam en staan vas teen woorde van haat.
Jare bou die vrees in jou, dat ergens in 'n donker nag jou kinders en jou vrou hul moord verwag. Maar ergens heen neem God vir jou en maak die vrees en woorde sag. Vir elke mens wat glo, wys hy die dag. Ons staan vas deur die storm, staan vas deur die nag, teen die dood in die woorde van haat. Glo vas, glo in liefde, glo vas, glo in daad. Staan jou man, wys jy kan, staan teen haat. Staan vas.
Okay, that's the first video that I wanted to show you. Sorry guys, I just had a Skype message that came through from Petrus. I was just responding to that. All right, and the second little video clip I want to show you is Petrus on his most recent venture publicizing farm attacks and farm murders in South Africa. And if you do see him on the road, please do stop and have a word with him. Perhaps give him a little bit of money for him and his team for a coffee, or perhaps if you got some free water, you know, just stop and say, well done, keep up the great work. Here comes that short video clip with Petrus. Here we go.
South Africans, today is 11th of November 2022. We are walking from East London. The whole South Africa, we say that stop killing farmers. We are tired of this thing of farm killing. South Africans, as you see that we need death penalty. We need death penalty. This symbol, we say that we need death penalty. You kill, you rape, you must be hanged here in our country. Now, I said to you, South Africans, we will walk the whole 9 provinces, every town. We need your support, South Africans. This thing, it is not easy. We do this because of our government denied the farm killing. We do this because there's no justice here in our country. We do this because of the voice of the voiceless people. We are the voice of the voiceless people here in South Africa, whereby their families have been killed, raped, attacked. We are here to make things happen. South Africans, we say that to you. Today, 11th November 2022, we are walking the whole country. We want death penalty must come back. Death penalty must come back. 073-0084-105. Thank you.
Okay, now guys, just on that point, I just want to show my t-shirt that I've got on. And I'm showing that because Marius, who's been very involved in this project and done a great job, makes the point that we need to start getting these t-shirts out, and perhaps get one out for Petrus as well, so that he can help promote the work that we're doing. Now, what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Ah, that's right. Yeah, look, just on the point of Loving Life TV, there weren't any videos put up this morning because we're currently changing the encoding system, which allows you to see all the videos in all the different formats. So that's currently being fixed and updated, and it's all very, very positive. Just so you know why there were no videos put up this morning. All right, guys, let's get our guest on, Petrus Sitho. Here we go. Hi, Petrus.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
Excellent, thank you. Excellent. Can you turn your camera on?
Yes, Scott.
There you go.
Hold on.
I saw you there. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Now, Petrus, it's been a while since we last spoke, and as always, there's a lot happening in your life. Just by way of starting, what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Yes, Scott. Thank you very much, Living Life TV, and thanks God who put me, who chose me to fight for the South Africans. And Scott, we were busy, and let me tell you, also thanks to the South Africans and also to my head admin Walter Fizas. He helped me to open an organization called PPS, Stop Farm Killing SA. Thanks to that guy, because I've been knocking to the doors, calling the people. Some of them, they promise, but he keep his promise that, Petrus, I will help you. I will keep my money to help you to open an organization. Scott, we have also been working also I think it was on August when we opened a case against the President of South Africa, Mr. President Cyril Ramaphosa, about the video of, or maybe the interview in Bloomberg, New York. He lied that there is no farm killing. And the case number, it was 3369/2022. Now, what happened in that case? We went to court, and Cyril Ramaphosa, he got up, the subpoena must come to court. Let me tell you, in court, they told us that they will send us a judgment. The judgment that they have sent us, it was via SMS that you don't have a case against the president, you must pay the president lawyer. That's all, Scott. Now, Scott, we are busy challenging Begitele. I remember when we went to Paris, National Rural Safety Summit. You remember when I pushed Begitele that we must have this summit. Yes, on 27, 28 June 2022, we have that National Rural Safety Summit in Paris. And they choose me automatically to be in a tax team, national tax team, rural safety of Begitele. But every day is a meeting, because nothing happened. 21 November 2022 is another meeting.
Okay, so what you're saying is that this committee that Bekisele has set up is just a waste of time.
It's a waste of time, Scott. You know what? The reply from him when I asked him that we must meet with the team of PPS Stop Farm Killing SA, because we've got the plan. How can we protect our farmers here in South Africa? And let me tell you, I'm not going to read anything here, but I want to tell you what Begitele said to me. He said to me that the Minister of Police will unfortunately not be available on the proposed date, as mentioned in your email, due to prior commitments scheduled on the days, which means he doesn't care that the farmers or farmers have been killed. He doesn't care, but he cares about when there's people who have been shot in the tavern, he go. But when there's the farmers, he doesn't care. I remember when they shot 7 farm workers in Castel, in Free State, I called him. director, when you go there, please invite me. He said, no, he's not going there. He will send the MEC.
Yeah. No, look, it's just crazy. Now, look, before we get into your walk that you're doing at the moment, that there's a very important issue I need to cover with you. And I'll just tell you that this is basically what I'm talking about. When you first started this campaign, it was 4 years ago, or around about 4 years ago, and Loving Life came in behind you, and through the generosity of our family, we actually funded a large portion of your car that you currently use, and got you really started. And that car is not, it's done a heck of a lot of mileage, and it's basically on its last legs. And Anarchy Base writes, Petrus needs a new car, some funds for accommodation and food, please help. Now, that's all very well, and the problem in the world today is that everybody is battling financially because of this, what happened over the last 2 years. So do you want to just tell people what the situation is with your car and transport at the moment?
Scott, thank you very much again, because Scott Loving Life, when I cry, they're the first media to be there for Petrus, because they know that I'm doing this for the South Africans. Loving Life TV channel, they don't choose any color. They don't choose any color. I'm black from 4 years, from 2018 till now. They cover my story. They don't choose any color. I want to clarify this thing to the whole world. They don't choose any color. Now, Loving Life TV, they have make sure that I got this car, whereby they donate a huge of money. Now, this car, it gives me problem. Sorry to say that, a hell of a problem, because before I start, I must think that, oh God, are we going? This car is going to start. This car is going to fall apart, like CB joint and everything. Let me tell you, Scott, I remember when I went to interview another 65 years old woman who had been beaten and raped between Klerksdorp and Hartlepoort. It was last month. In Bothaville, it was 9 o'clock at night. The CB joint comes out, and also the will bury. And what happened? We stayed there until my admins called everyone must help us, to take us to go and sleep, and also to fix the car. Scott, this car, let me tell you, it is not a car. The name of the car is going to change now, Kakakas, because it is not a car. Because every time when I think about this car, Scott, now the problem is the radiator, the CB joint, the wheel bearing, and the quotation of that car is plus or minus 50,000 to repair it. And wow. It is better. It is better, Scott, when someone said that, Petrus, we've got you a second-hand car, because this car doesn't belong to my family, doesn't belong to Petrus. It belongs to you, because I exposed this government about this car. I make sure that I interview the victims who have been attacked. Some of the scene, Scott, you know that we were there. Some of the courts, Scott, you know that you cover those courts. We were there. We are driving into that car, but we plead to you today that we came here in Loving Life. I know that things gonna change.
Yeah. Well, look, I just want to say, with regards to the car, my advice to you is to, well, I'm appealing to anybody listening here. If someone's got a car that's just sitting in the garage that they hardly ever use, they really don't need, but it's reliable, doesn't matter if it's secondhand, consider donating it to Petrus, because, you know, that car will then be used effectively, and it'll help these guys out, because without a car, it makes Petrus's campaign really, really hard. Go ahead, Petrus.
Yeah, Scott, I remember in Senegal 1 and Senegal 2, there were a lot of activists, Scott. I don't want to mention their names now, but all of them gone. Scott, gone. You know them. You know them. Some of them, they refuse to speak to you. Some of them, they were fighting with the general of Burelukhyun. You know them, Scott. I don't want you to mention their name. Yeah. But Scott, they are gone. Because of what? They've stolen a lot of millions of farmers. They stole a lot of millions of farmers. We know them. And some of them, they go to social media to speak, Scott, and the money clink, 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 to their banks. But you, Scott, you know about Petrus, Scott. And you know, Scott, I'm always transparent to you. I'm always transparent to the whole South Africans that when, Scott, because this government, they will never say that, no, this one is white and he's racist. No. Because they will say that, no, he's racist. Now I'm black to black, Ramaphosa, black to black, Julius Malema. And you know what, Scott? There is lot of people here in South Africa, Petrus, we can't speak behalf of us. That's why, Scott, sometimes I want to quit. I said, you know what, I'm done. Because they challenge me this side, they attack me, I'm going to quit. But when I see my children first, I said, no, I can't quit now because there's someone outside need my help. There's someone outside who's going to be attacked, and no media here, the South African media, you Scott, to stop to say that they are useless because you 100%. When this thing that I'm doing, this awareness, it is you who cover this awareness. It's you that you interview me. I was trusted. ENCA, Anchor, they ran away, but they stole my videos to play. You remember that video when I went to Palapala farm last year to play outside? They used that video. They stole my video to play for that. And for my question, I say that why they can't interview me to speak the truth about this farm killing and farmers killing?
There's a simple answer to that, Petrus. It's because they're fake news. The mainstream media is fake news. People have just got to wake up to that reality. Now, Petrus, can you move your camera slightly up because I'm losing your forehead? That's no, too high. Come, go down. Sixpence, you're doing a great job. Okay, hold it there. Perfect. Sixpence, that's perfect. All right. Now, I'm talking about Sixpence because Sixpence has been with Petrus for a long, long time, and he actually looks after the camera work, and yeah, he's a great little guy. Okay, now let's get back to the current situation. You talked about having an NPC, that's a non-for-profit company called PPS Stop Farm Killings. Now, what I've put into the description below this video is your own personal bank account details. So if you can send us the bank account details for that NPC, I know that people would feel more comfortable paying money into an NPC than into someone's personal bank account. So perhaps just give me those details after the live stream, and I'll put them up.
Yeah, Scott.
Yeah, carry on.
Sorry, man, can I correct that? Yeah, Scott, we are still busy. My directors, they are still busy with the bank because there are some of the people, they use PPS Stop Farm Matters and they put their banking details. Now the people, they are so confused. They say, no, we can't pay PPS Stop Farm the name, but the account number is someone else. Now that's why our director say that we're gonna use your account for now because they are busy with their account number.
Right. Okay. So what you're saying is we will just, if they can donate to the account that we've currently got below this video, which is in your name. Okay. All right. So at the moment, you're on another walk. Yeah. You're going to be walking across the 9 provinces. You started in East London a few days ago. Do you want to tell us about what your walk is about and where you're going and what you're doing and perhaps any meetings or protests you're involved in?
Okay, this walk, Scott, we say that we need death penalty. This work, Scott, we say that we are enough of this government promise and nothing has been done. This work, Scott, here in South Africa, when coming to festive season, it's whereby we're going to see every day the farmers are going to be raped, are going to be tortured, are going to be killed when coming to this festive season, Scott. Now, we plead to the whole South Africans, including the corrupt government, that please, let's protect our farmers. No matter you are not a police or police, please, let's make sure that we protect our farmers. And we need the death penalty must come back. Yes, we know that this is not going to happen by tomorrow. But here in South Africa, there's no justice. There's no justice. In the whole court here in South Africa, they've been captured. I've seen myself. They've been captured. You kill someone, you're going to get maybe life sentence, 10 years, you're out. And again, you're going to kill and you go back, you go again and come back. That's why we say that we need the old laws, that death penalty must come back in South Africa, because every day people have been raped, every day people have been killed. Scott, this awareness, Scott, it goes straight to the president of South Africa. It goes straight to BankBank before we have the meeting of 21, because I know that BankBank is watching this live now under his bed, under his table, under his chair.
Well, look, I should let people know that BankBank does actually watch Loving Live TV, and he doesn't like what he sees. But Becca, look, mate, you better start lifting your game, because you are the most incompetent fool I have ever met. And we call you the Schlaudi Mutzening of the Ramaphosa cabinet, because, yeah, Schlaudi's IQ is way south of that of my pot plant in my kitchen. So, yeah.
And Scott,
yeah, carry on.
And Scott, I was thinking that here in South Africa, they are busy saying that they're gonna maybe change the independent candidate if you want to stand, or in 2024. If doesn't happen, any political party, Scott, if they came, but not ANC of maybe EFF or the party that gonna fight for South Africans. For now, I'm not in politics, but the thing is that, Scott, I want when Africans actually rule in parliament. Scott, I can make noise outside, like now. I make noise. But you know what? They came here and go there. They came here and go there. And you know what, Scott? Let me tell you. Because they know me. They know me very well, that I am the first one who went to Palapala Farm to pray outside, that God must expose the president of South Africa, that he hid the money in the mattress. That's why, Scott, they ran away. Because if they came to me, say, Petrus, why you were there? I'll tell them that God sent me there. And you know what? You will never defeat God. That's why I'm saying that, Scott. If I've got that opportunity to be in parliament, let me tell you, Scott, I know that you recorded our interviews, and you will ask me on 2024 if maybe I went to the parliament. Petrus, you promised the South Africans that you will never change, Petrus. You will speak the word from 2022 until 2024, the same ways that I'm going to fight for the South African, Scott. And let me tell Scott, they have tried to silence me. They have tried to block me. But let me tell you, I go forward without anything. I'm drinking water. Sometimes I take brown bread and eat and water. I go forward. That's why today I'm look sharp.
Yeah. Well, look, I just want to let everybody know that we, as I've mentioned earlier, we've been following Petrus now for years and supporting him. And one of the ways that you can tell when someone has integrity is when their intimate team around them sticks with them. And I mentioned Sixpence earlier. Now, Sixpence, is Sixpence holding the camera?
Sixpence, Scott, it's going to bath now.
Oh, is Matthew there?
Matthew is outside to whip something, but he's coming now.
Okay, when they come in, just bring them on briefly and just say hello. Because Matthew and Sixpence have been with Petrus now for years. And the reason I'm talking about this is because here on Loving Life, we have a team that's been with us for years, and that's why we've been so successful, because it's a team. We know each other well, we work together, and that's exactly what Petrus has got. So, you know, it just speaks very, very well of what you're doing, Petrus. Now, Petrus, the reason that Loving Life originally came in behind you is because you are symbolic of basically cutting across the race barrier. Now, what I'm talking about here is when you talk about farm killings, there are a couple of things that people don't fully understand here. The one is that, yes, there is a larger amount of or proportion of white farmers who get attacked and murdered, but there are also Indian farmers, colored farmers, and black farmers who get murdered as well. Now, it's sad I have to say this, but it's a fact that because of the color of your skin, Petrus, you represent quite uniquely a scenario that for the mainstream media is a problem, because the mainstream media are bought by the ANC government, and they cannot portray you as a racist pushing the agenda for white farmers because you are a black man. And that's problematic for them, because that kind of shoots down their entire agenda. Do you want to talk to us about the race aspect of what's going on when it comes to farm attacks and farm murders?
Yeah, Scott, I will speak the truth as always. Here, Scott, they cover, sometimes they cover the story, some of the media, but the truth is that me, Petrus, what I'm seeing, what I've seen here with the farm attacks, most of farm attacks here in South Africa is the white people. Now, this thing of white people who have been killed here in South Africa, they came from to the west. In the west, with some of the leaders, they sing the song "Kill the War, Kill the Farmer." Scott, it is happening because when I interview some of the black brothers, my black brothers and sisters, they said that yes, we will sing this song "Kill the War, Kill the Farmer." And let me tell you, some of them, they say that yes, because they take our fathers' land, we're gonna take the land by force, and the land by force, it comes from to another political party's leaders. They say that we're gonna take the land by force and we're gonna kill the war, kill the farmer. I've listened, and now I think it's 2 weeks back when one of them, I'll never had Julius Malema when he said, because I don't scared of Julius Malema, when he said that in Western Cape that they will go after that white man was beating the EFF in Brackenfell in the school. You know what, Scott? The South Africans, Ramaphosa, he doesn't say anything. And this thing that is happening here in South Africa, it is about them. This leadership of those white farmers have been killed. Let me tell you, Scott, I went in Mpumalanga. In Mpumalanga, I'm going to interview. I went to the court case in Leandra, and I went to interview the victims. That lady, she was being stabbed and strangled, Scott. And for me, I'm asking that, are you scared of black people? He said that, yes, Petrus, I'm scared of black people. I told him that we are not the same as those evil. We are not the same like Julius Malema, because those who attack the farmers, their heart, their mind, they are so evil like Julius Malema. I can see that guy, Scott. I was in some with Julius Malema in court here in East London. That shooting of, he was shooting the guy. I was inside in the court with him. I can see that this guy is evil. He can't lead the people of South Africa. And what he speak in his mouth, Scott, is evil, because he brainwash our black brothers and sisters. And let me tell you, some of them, Scott, they say that, Petrus, we are done, because I've got the group in Limpopo, the WhatsApp group of Limpopo. They are black people. They say that, Petrus, we are tired of this little cockroach because he misled us. Because you spoke the truth That's why they opened a group called PPS Stop Farm Killing SA in Limpopo. The black people. Which this thing that I'm doing, Scott, to teach our black brothers and sisters that we kill them, because those white people, let me say, Scott, I will never run away. They know how to run South African agriculture. They know. I didn't say that the black people, they don't know, but the majority of black people, white people, they know how to feed South Africa. Now, you kill one farm. You kill one farmer, 17,000 people who's going shortage of food here in South Africa. I think they don't know. But Petrus, I know that you kill one farmer, it's going to be a shortage of 17,000 to 20,000 people here in South Africa. But they will never realize now. That's why, Scott, some of them, the police, they've taken their guns. I can tell you, in Carolina, in Mpumalanga, they've taken another farmer, his gun. And let me tell you, they attacked me. 16 cows. They stole 16 cows in front of his house because she can't protect himself. That's why I'm saying that the police are involved. The government are involved of this killing of white farmers here in South Africa. I will never run away. I will speak the truth because I am the one here in South Africa. I don't go to the social media or to Facebook to speak about that. If I'm wrong, they can take me to court because the president of South Africa himself, he lied that there's no white farmers or farmers killed here in South Africa. He lied about that. But me, Petrus, I am the one who go to them and see them. Let me tell you, Scott, the one I'm still remembering. Remembering down now. This 2-year-old girl, his father was being stabbed and killed. He's a farmer. Now, when I go this year to interview them, this scene happened last year. But I go and check the victims and speak to them. His mother, she was crying. See, Petrus, she took this little girl the phone, 2-year-old girl. She want to call his daddy. Please, daddy, come back home because we need you, Scott. And let me tell you, Scott, it is so heartbreaking because she can't deal with this thing. She can't realize that now his daddy is gone. He's dead. They've killed him. But she took a phone to call his father. Pa, asseblief, ek soek jou kom terug by die huis. But there's no voice. But every time his mother said that he went outside, maybe if there's someone passing with a bucket, stand outside. She's waiting for his father to come, Scott. It is so heartbreaking because I've got also kids, Scott. When I see that into my kids, I see those kids who lost their fathers in a farm attack, Scott. I know about that. But someone outside here, when she wants to destroy Petrus, think about those farmers who Petrus protecting, want to protect him. Think about before you destroy Petrus, that Petrus, he's fighting for our future of our children, no matter what color, no matter what race. Please, I'm asking you outside, before you destroy me, please think about our food security. Think about our country, because we don't want to be Zimbabwe like Zimbabwe, because there is no one. There's no iman. Wat doen hierdie ding wat ek doen? Maar ek vra vir julle almal. I say to you, South Africans, you are, no matter you are in whatever province, if you want to join us, to join Petrus, you are welcome, because here, our PPS Stop Farm Killing, our hand is open for everyone. If we sleep with hunger, with no food, you are welcome to join us. If we get something to eat, we will share with you, because we want this thing must be real. You don't know what things I've been seeing outside. When a 14-year-old girl, they shot his mother, and he tried to stop the blood in the wound. Said, "Ma, asseblief, muni no into Gotrani." I was there, Scott, to interview that little girl, but someone outside here is trying to blackmail me. Someone outside here in South Africa, individual, or maybe 5 people or 10 people. Look what work that Petrus do to expose this government. That's why today I speak to the Live in Light, Australian TV, to speak the truth about this thing that's happened. Scott, I need sometimes that here in South Africa, there's no one have asked me, Petrus, do you need maybe someone, maybe psychologist or whatever? Because those things that I've seen to interview the victims, I've got emotional, Scott, because I'm sometimes when I sleep, I can see those things. It is like that mess. But there's no one said to me, Peter, can you please take you maybe somewhere? Maybe those things must go on. I can see those things every day. That's why if someone want to attack me, I said, you know what? I'm going to quit because I don't want to see the blood of people, of farmers who have been killed. I don't want to interview the 65 years old who have been tortured, after tortured, raped. I don't want to see those things. I don't want to see the children crying, say, Daddy, Pa, I took for you, Ma, Vazye. You know what? I don't want to see those things. But you know what? My heart, for now, I don't know tomorrow what's going to happen. But God is there for me, Scott. And let me tell you, Scott, if I was someone, Scott, today, I would say, Scott, I'm rich. I've got millions of billionaires. I have, Scott, rejected some of the big names here in South Africa. They want to use me. I have rejected those offers. If today, Scott, I will never come here, Scott, say that, Scott, I need a car. If I was after the money, maybe I will already quit this thing to drive Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, or whatever. No, Scott, I will never do that because I know that God will help me to fight for the good cause.
Yeah. Now, look, I just want to counsel you on this point, Petrus. And let me just say that, and I'm saying this to everybody watching as well, Petrus, the tall trees catch the wind, okay? And I've had the same problem for years now. You always get people out there who try and sabotage what you're doing because a lot of them feel jealous or envious about what you've achieved. And in your particular case, I mean, there's absolutely no question about your passion for what you're doing. And you've just been talking to us for several minutes, and that passion for what you're doing came out so clearly. And for everybody listening, this guy that we're talking to, this fellow, Petrus Sitho, he is taking on a huge task, and he's got a huge target on his back, because most of the people who are involved in the farm attacks and farm killings are not random people. They are very well organized gangs, and they often are doing this in association with the South African Police Service, and that's a fact. And Petrus is a bit of a problem for them because he's actually exposing what they're doing. So Petrus is potentially a target for an assassination by these people. And, you know, the braveness of Petrus is absolutely undeniable. His passion is absolutely undeniable. And I'm going to name one person who's been like the proverbial, the one who's causing a lot of problem, who ironically claims to be working for the cause to stop farm murders. And I'm talking about a woman called Valerie. And Valerie was involved with Petrus, I think, about 2 years ago or some time ago. And she was involved with Swart Maandag. Now, we used to actually cover Swart Maandag's protests. And one day, out of the blue, I got an email from this Valerie woman saying, "We want nothing to do with you any further." It was like, what? Because up until that point in time, she was sending me emails and sending me Skypes and saying, "Scott, please cover this event." And we would cover their events, and there would be 4 people at their events. And yet we still covered their events. And then all of a sudden, she just dropped us like a yeah, a hot cake. It was just like, bang, gone. And I said, okay, we'll cop that, that's fine. But this person has actually been attacking Petrus by putting out stuff against Petrus and what he's doing, which is incredibly ironic, because Petrus has been on this mission now for years, and all I can say, Petrus, is that we all have our cross to carry. And you know, that woman, she's now been outed. We know that she's trying to cause damage, which is ironic, seeing that you are basically doing what she failed to do, which is alert the world about stop killing our farmers, or stop farm attack and farm murder. So look, wear that with pride, because it shows you are succeeding. It shows that because there's a spiritual war out there. Remember, there's a spiritual war. When you're doing something that's succeeding, you're going to find evil intent trying to stop what you're doing. So just stick to your mission and understand that that's what's actually going on behind the scenes.
Thank you very much, Scott. No, thank you very much, Scott. Sorry, Scott. Yes, Scott, to add on your words, I will say to you that let's keep South Africans to pray for Valerie Briet. Valerie Briet, I know that you are watching this thing with different account numbers, because you know that Scott, he will trace you. But let me tell you, Valerie Briet, I pray for you. I pray for you that God must heal you, because I can see that you got evil. And Valerie Briet, I respect you very much. If I have done wrong to you, forgive me, Valerie Briet. If I've done wrong to you, forgive me, and also those people here in South Africa, all of them. If I've done wrong to you, forgive me. Let's work together, because Valerie Briet, let me tell you, I need you. I need those experience for Black Monday. You must come and help me with that experience, because I know that one of the day you will come back, and that day I know that God, he will heal you, and he will show you the way that go and kneel down to that poor black man, as you said, Valerie Briet, and ask forgiveness. But before that time come, I will say to you that, Valerie Briet, I forgive you. Please forgive me, because today, from now on, and to go forward into Valerie Briet, to all South Africans, please, if I was saying anything wrong to you, I didn't give you maybe good drink, I didn't give you maybe a rant, I didn't give you a hike, please forgive me. Come and join us. PPS Stop Farm Killing SA is a big organization. We don't, let me tell you, we are not same as another organization who debit the order from the farmers and nothing's doing. Let me tell you, I can say to you now, we need them. Those organizations, they must come and join us. Let me tell you, we have tried sending emails that we are going to work on this date, but there's nothing has even happened to them. We have seen them all over here in South Africa. I remember 2 weeks back, they went with Cyril Ramaphosa in COP 27 in what we call in Egypt. They went to Egypt. I can't go with Cyril Ramaphosa, the one who said that there's no farm killing. I can't go and join Cyril Ramaphosa in Egypt. And I say to myself that I represent the farmers. I will never do that, because Cyril Ramaphosa, he denied. And you, the organization, you know yourself. You go with Cyril Ramaphosa to represent the farmers, with the one who lied that there's no farm killing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Valerie Briet, I love you. Mwah!
You got a big heart, Petrus. You got a big heart, and you're a very big personality. I mean, you really are, and we love you as well. And we're very proud that you have this determination to do what you do. Now, Petrus, you mentioned Julius Malema and his Kill the Boer song. Now, we're actually talking, and Malema would have more information here. We're talking to a lawyer in Cape Town who is taking Malema to court over his speech in the Western Cape, his recent speech, where he made certain very racist remarks. And he dodged a bullet over singing the Kill the Boers song the other day through, I think it's the SAHRC, the Human Rights Commission, which is quite extraordinary, because apparently if you are black in South Africa, you can never say anything racist, but if you're white, you've got to watch every single word you say. It's that to me in itself is racist, but that's a story for another day. Do you want to just to give a message to Julius Malema about the damage that his chant that he puts out at his meetings is doing, not just to food security, but also to the general farming community? Because it's not just the white farmers that get killed as a result of this. It's farmers of all colors. Back to you.
Yes, Scott. Julius Malema, I know that you watch this thing because you hate Live Live TV because he speaks the truth. Live Live, it is not like this media of South Africa who they give you the platform. Every time they give you into a platform. But this one, Live Live TV, I know that you watch this thing. Julius Malema, my name is Petrus Sitho. I know that you are the same age as me. I have challenged you many times that let's go to the national TV because you've got the power, you've got the access. I've challenged you, Julius Malema. Let's go to boxing if you've got the anger against the white people, because I know that you hate into the white people. Let's go to the ring of boxing. I will show you that I can beat you, but you ran away. Now, Julius Malema, don't come here and fool the South Africans. And I'm the first one, Julius Malema, to challenge you. I remember when AfriForum take you to court in Pretoria, you mentioned my name. You said that I was in Senegal with the chains and the farmers, the white people, they were buying me. No, Julius Malema, you are wrong. Why you can't face me and say those things to me? Julius Malema, you are the terrorist. You need to be hanged, because those words you say that kill the farmer, it is happening here in our country. And let me tell you, now, your people that you have been brainwashed, they kill all the farmers now. And let me tell you, before they kill them or they torture them, they rape them. No matter maybe you are 90 years old or 65 years woman, or maybe you are 2-year-old girl, they torture you and they rape because of that ways of you. Kill the farmer. And I will support the Human Rights Commission. If maybe they will go to court, I will go and support them, because we want you, Julius Malema, out of this country. Because I hear that you are not a South African, you are a Zimbabwe. But let me tell you, because your brothers doesn't want to tell you. Let me tell you, Julius Malema, how one was Zimbabwe one, except for you, Julius Malema. There's me, the Ken from South Africans. You come up with Zimbabwe. And let me tell you, you are not going to reign our country, our beautiful country, like this. Whereas Ramaphosa is watching you because he's doing his manga business outside money laundering. I'm not Ramaphosa. I'm not maybe someone who give you the money. I'm black person to black person. That's what I'm saying to you. Don't come with the bodyguards. Don't come with the with the supporters. Come with you, chief. We will show who is the man, because I'm protecting the farmers. You want to destroy the farmers, and after that you destroy the farmers. You will go. You will talk. You will took your family. You will go maybe to Australia, and I know Australia. You will never go to Australia because they will kick you out. Maybe you will go to another countries.
Petrus,
you will go to another country.
If he came to Australia, I'd meet him at the airport. Believe me.
Yes.
And Julius Malema stands about 5 foot tall. He's got small man syndrome. He's a tiny little guy. You can see it at meetings. You can hardly see over the top of the desk. You know, that's his problem. Is that he's so small and inadequate, and he's just a loudmouth. Anyway, talking about politics, Petrus, I understand that you are going to be standing as an independent candidate in 2024. That's going to give you a bit of a grandstand where you can start, making a noise, isn't it?
Come again, Scott?
That standing as an independent candidate is going to give you the ability to get a message out there.
Yeah, Scott, if I've got that chance, Scott, I'm telling you, Scott, I can't rule. I'm going, Scott, no, but my problem, what, Scott, I said to myself, I will go all over for the South Africans. Like now, Scott, like now. I don't know if maybe I must ask maybe Pedro, what about if I'm going to register my name to be independent candidate? You understand? I'm going to struggle with those things, but I know that when the South African hear that Petrus is going to be independent, they will come, Scott, they will support me. And let me tell you, I will go all over South Africa and I will have meetings with the South Africans to the location, to the village, to the towns, that please don't listen to those political parties, some of them ANC and EFF. And I'll make sure to Scott, if God will open South Africans' heart and mind that they will vote for me. I became a president of South Africa. Let me tell you, Scott, I will never hide. I speak now. And if I became a president of South Africa, then you will ask me, President Petrus, you said that this and on this date you are going to arrest Julius Malema. You are going to arrest Ramaphosa. Now look what happened in Jacob Zuma. They sentenced Jacob Zuma, I think, 15 months in prison. He went maybe 2 months or 3 months in prison. He's outside. Let me tell you, Scott, I will clean South Africa. I will clean South Africa. And let me tell you, I will use the laws of old government. Must come back. Let me tell you, you rape, you kill, you are going to be hanged. Here in South Africa, we are going to use our rules, and I'm going to be a president. Julius Malema, you better run now. You better run and take it, and your things, and go to Zimbabwe, because maybe I can't go to Zimbabwe and to prostitute you. Ramaphosa, take your cows, Angola cows, and go to Ghana or whatever, because I'm coming. 2024, if I become independent candidate, oh, Scott, I don't know, really.
Yeah. Now, okay, Petrus, I'm going to wrap up this live stream shortly, but before we do, your mission, just to be totally clear, is the safety of the farmers. And as you said earlier on, the reason you're so passionate about this is because you have young children and you're worried about their food security. Now, the message I'm getting is that next year there's going to be a desperate shortage of food around the world. There's going to be starvation. There's going to be a huge issue when it comes to staple foods. And anyone listening, guys, if you haven't prepped with things like rice and cans of baked beans and stuff like that last for a long time, then you're crazy, because when there's a shortage, it's a supply and demand equation. The price of food is going to go through the roof. That's if you can get your hands on any. You'll find the shelves are empty. And part of the problem here has been exactly the cause that Petrus has been fighting for, because Petrus has been fighting for the farmers. And there are a lot of farmers who are leaving their farms in South Africa now because they're saying it's too dangerous. And as a result, the amount of food that's being produced in South Africa, just like what happened in Zimbabwe, is becoming less and less and less as the population grows. And that's an equation that can't work. Do you want to just talk to this issue of the safety of farmers?
Yes, Scott, I have seen that there's something is coming, a big something that is coming, shortage of food. That's why when I started this thing on 2018, I didn't realize that by next year, 2023, is going to be a shortage of food. I didn't realize that. But God, He knows that when He chose me to fight for protection of our farmers, for protection of our food security, there is time that we're going to cry. And let me tell you, that time, 2023, Scott, I will cry every day. Whereby I'm going to get a lot of calls, lot of messages at Petrus. Now they take our food in the house, whereby those people that I've warned, the majority of South Africa, the black people that don't listen to the politician. Let's protect our food security, the farmers, because I know that by next year they will go, Scott, by force to take the food in the farmers, to steal the farmers and stop life, Scott, because they are going to die with hunger, like Zimbabwe, Scott. I know that. I know because I live here in South Africa, and that's why I'm saying that. And I want South Africans government to protect our farmers, because I know that by next year their lives are in danger. Rather, Scott, except for you, there's going to be blood of farmers who's going to be killed because of shortage of food. That's why I'm saying today in live TV that let's protect our farmers. Let's protect our food security, because we protect them, we're going to have at least food. But when we every day we kill one farmer, shortage of 17,000 of 18,000 people. Now by next year, when the whole world that is going to suffer with food, what's going to happen here in South Africa when we see that there's crime every day? What's going to happen with the farmers?
Yeah, no, exactly. And look, Magda Nel has said, and my Afrikaans is not great, but the message is good. And excuse my accent, but she says, precies net so, Petrus, is bang vir niemand. Petrus gee ook nie op nie. Hy volg sy eie kop, al dink wie ook. Al dit is nie die moeite werd nie. Ek is trots op hom met my hele hart.
Baie dankie, Magda. Magda, yeah, Magda is one of the admin. I remember when all of them they went away. She stood with me and said, Petrus, I will never listen to them. I will stick with you. Thank you, Magda. Thank you to all my admins. Thanks to all my supporters. Thanks to all South Africans who made things possible to me. Today, I want to say to you, baie dankie mense, ek waardeer dit. Die boere, die plaaswerkers, hele Suid-Afrikaanse mense, ek sê baie dankie. Joanne, yes mense, I can't mention the names. Everyone here in South Africa to try maybe to help Petrus, because they know that Petrus is helping 16 million of South Africans. I thank you very much.
Right. Okay, now, Petrus, just final question before we wrap up. Clearly, this ANC government is a complete and utter disaster. Your belief is that this government must fall. How do you see that happening? Because the ANC seem to be entrenched in the minds of so many people in South Africa.
Scott, ANC government is entrenched because now they are fighting. There's RT inside. And I pray, Scott, that they must be divided. When they are divided, I will penetrate through them into the 2024 election. Because now, Scott, I've got some of the ANC. They say that they don't need Ramaphosa, they don't need this one. Scott, if they will allow you, Scott, to publish that conference of ANC, you will see that, Scott, they're gonna fight each other, because the elections are Bobayane. As you the banana dance.
I've got that video clip.
Yes.
Love it. All right, Petrus, look, it's been great chatting to you, and you know, just keep up with your mission. You've got a lot of supporters out there. It's good to see your admins here joining us tonight, and to Becca Selle, who's probably watching as well. Becca, mate, you better start lifting your game. And as far as Julius Malema is concerned, Julius, you're already a good, strong member of this exclusive club, but you know what you can do, Julius? You can go and pog my horn. Okay. Petrus, I'm going to wrap up with you giving perhaps just a closing comment you might like to give to people, perhaps just an appeal regarding the car, because to just let people know about that who might have joined more recently. Over to you.
Okay. South Africans, I want you to plead to everyone, please. Let God open your heart for me, because I'm doing this for the South Africans, for our food security, for our farmers and farm workers. Please, I need a vehicle. But this one, it is not a vehicle. It is a skorokoro car. Now, I know that after this, someone, or he or she will call my admins, Walter, my head admin, that we've got Peter's car. And you know what, Scott? I'll come back to you, Scott. Let's cover someone who has sponsored me with the car. Please, Scott, I'm asking you that today. If someone have sponsored me with the car, the Live in Life supporters, they must know, Scott. I'm asking that we will go, and before they head over the car, we will make sure in public, not in the corner that like ANC and like the money in the madrasa. In public, this one, Live in Life TV, it covers all things that is happening here in South Africa. You are going to like now, there's someone, as I say, is under the bed, but he's watching Live in Life TV, because Live in Life TV is doing a good job for everyone. Please, South Africans, help me, whereby we're going to walk again tomorrow. We go to Iowa North. It is not easy. It is hot here. You know what? I'm black, Scott, but now I'm black because of the sun. If maybe you can give us maybe the hat, maybe the caps or whatever, sponsor us. We need a better car. Thank you very much. Bye.
Great. Thank you, Petrus. And look, have a great evening. And let's hope that that car just magically comes along. And yeah. So, guys, if you do have a car that's just sitting there in the garage that you never use, that you've got to pay the registration for, and you're saying, I might sell this car. If it's in good working order, why not put it to a great use, and that is to help Petrus. Petrus?
Yeah.
Okay, Gatvol farmers. Okay, all right. Take care, Petrus, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much. Bye now.
Okay, tot ziens.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys, that was Petrus Sitho, and look, we've been following Petrus now since, in fact, we actually got him started many years ago, and you know, he is one of our channel heroes. I know he can be a controversial character, but his heart's in the right place. I really do believe that, and let's see what happens. All right, take care, and I'm going to go out with Hier Bly Ek Boer, seeing that we are talking about farmers and farmer tax and stuff like that. Let me just get that song up. And thank you to the moderators for doing the great job like you always do. And thank you to the many guests who've joined us tonight. And guys, please remember to register on our main platform, which is lovinglifetv.com. There we cover a whole range of subjects every day. And tomorrow night, we've got Dr. Peter McCulloch, Dr. Susan Vosloo, and another doctor who's a mystery guest joining us. So it's going to be a cracker of a live stream. That's 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Here comes Hier Bly Ek Boer. Take care, everybody. Keep well.
Meer as 61,000 van ons voorvaders het op die grens vir ons gesterwe, sodat ons vry kan wees. Die is my land. Die is my reg. Hier is ek boer. plek gemaak en sal ek terugkeer. Die Bybel is die woord waaruit ek leer, soos die grond op die aarde. Hier bly ek boer. So diep in die nag sal die vyand kom, maar hier bly ek staan en ek draai nie om, want jy maak my nie bang nie. Hier bly ek boer. Die is my land waarvoor ek sal veg. Die is my bloed, my sweet, my reg. Die is die plek waar my voorvaders leef. Die is my land, hoor wat ek jou sê. Die is my land, wat my mense voor. Hier bly ek voor. Soos 'n blaassam in die somer wat vreugde bring, my oupa wat maniekiero kon sing, soos hy stap deur die lande. Hier was hy boer. My wortels lê diep in die grond geplant. My siel soos my pa, los ek vir jou die land, en jy hoef nie te vrees nie. Hier sal jy boer. Die is my land waarvoor ek sal veg. Die is my bloed, my sweet, my reg. Die is die plek waar my voorvaders leef. Die is my land, hoor wat ek jou sê. Die is my land, wat my mense voor. Hier bly ek voor. Die leeu sal kom, 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 die leeu sal kom. Die is my land waarvoor